Welcome to the first half of Top 12. I am Chippy, joined here with Azazel.
Hello.
And we're going to be casting the first half of Top 12 for you guys. So we have a lot of really crazy upsets happening in bracket. Like the past, two waves have just been crazy, honestly. Like, I know you, not to bring up the commentators' results, but you went game 3 with Myles, so that was nuts.
Yeah.
Speaking of Myles, yeah, we have Myles versus DM up first. Yeah, Myles has been doing super well. He's been playing a lot of Pyra Mithra, trying to get her to work. Said he was going to try and pull her out a lot today, but DM's been playing her, since launch, basically, so I don't blame him for going Yoshi first.
Pyra's going to have an interesting game plan versus Yoshi, because there's going to be Yoshi's going to have to go in the air a lot to contest with Pyra, which, while usually is a great idea for jumping over Pyra, Yoshi's just safety and mobility is going to help him. That'd be a workable game plan.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of smart mixing up his outer shield and just mixing up when he goes up for aerials for Myles, because getting into that disjoint is just going to be extremely difficult. But when he does get in, the C-Stick does its work. It does 70% conversions, just like
yeah.
He just needs to get there.
Really strong confirms out of Bear, too. You get, landing Bear F smash.
Oh, 100%. But right now we see DM with a ledge trap situation, keeping Myles in the corner. Barely not going to be killing with the up air at the top, but still has some sort of disadvantage state to deal with. And yep.
Second up air will take it.
Yeah, second up air will take it. First stock to DM right now. Side B out of the corner, going to be shades of Wi-Fi, not going to work. But
works better when the character's not invincible.
Yeah, when the character can be hit, you can usually hit them, which is a crazy concept.
We've seen a familiar spot for Myles so far this game, which is just stuck at ledge.
Yeah, and it's just DM playing very smart and evasive with Mithra right now, just holding onto his stock. Like, these short hops are so terrifying because Myles just has to constantly worry, is DM just going to land in dash tech? Is DM going to cover himself with back air or forward air? He has to worry about so much in just, one short hops interaction. Wow, unfortunate drop there, yeah.
I like that. He pulled back so up air wouldn't work, but is able to pick it up with up B.
Super smart. Just testing him with the Japanese parries right there. Flickering the shield a little bit. Back air still not going to be enough. Pyra is so heavy, but neutral air is going to get it. Yep.
Now we're seeing a lot of struggle so far to take these stocks from Myles, because DM is really comfortable with the spacing in this matchup around Yoshi, giving him enough room to... I think you're giving him enough leash to choke himself.
Yeah, I think Myles is just getting in too much of the habit of just jumping in neutral. Especially when he's close to DM, he's just kind of especially there, he was at kill percent, and he's just kind of always jumping to start his approach, and it just put him in a spot where it's just DM can anti-air him so hard. And Pithra, sword character, tons of really good frame data aerials, so very good at that.
Yeah, just really good. The multi-hit in air is going to catch a lot of jump-ins alone, let alone the other mix-up aerials.
Yep, and then even if it doesn't and they hold shield, then you have the landing hitbox. So it's just super threatening. Myles will probably figure out how to deal with it in a minute or two.
He's going to need to get a little more comfortable at edge guarding DM. DM's been getting back to ledge unless he's been super high percent. As the weakness of the character, you really got to exploit that, because that's about all they have for a weakness.
Yeah, for real. The recovery is 100% just there. And she's a little transparent with when she's gonna go for kills, because it's if you're Mithra, you're only really dying to forward smash, up smash. Yeah. And then maybe fully charged neutral be great forward air read by DM there. Just playing his stock lead really smart and playing confidently. And Myles definitely didn't expect him to go out that far when he had a stock lead either. So it's just good awareness on DM's part to just kind of over aggress when he needed to.
That's something from watching a lot of these weeklies with DM. He really likes doing that when you're on your last stock and he's with Pyra, is just going out there, catching you on surprise, because that's going to kill. With as much knockback as they have, even if they wouldn't kill at ledge, hitting them that far off stage is going to kill.
Oh, and we're seeing it.
Double Mithra?
Yeah, the double Mithra.
Well, not too distinct. Oh, yeah, the hair's distinct at least.
Yeah, the hair's.
So a lot different. We're going to have to see Myles, who will be playing much more grounded. Not only having the mirror, but what's going to be interesting is how strong they are versus the other version of each character.
Yeah.
How much you can work around Pyra as the Mithra, and how well you can edge guard Mithra as Pyra.
You can work on your second stock around Mithra, because DM has the reads on lock and is just ready to let him loose. All right, early stock for DM. Yeah, no, I agree with you though. It's going to be, I think Dittos are very difficult to come back from stock leads, because it's you have the same tools as your opponent, so you have to genuinely outplay them.
There's going to be no sneaking anything in.
Yeah.
Everything you can sneak in.
There's no this hitbox is bigger than this hitbox, so you have to deal with this shenanigans. It's just character by character. They both have the same thing. So it's a stock lead like this is just so hard to come back from. especially Pyra Mythra, where it's one character's your kill options and one character's your neutral options.
You'll
It's like,
you can't you're not going to out-neutral Pyra, you're not going to out-kill Mythra as the same character.
wow, yeah, another great down air by DM. And it's just like hard because it's like what does Myles do here? Like he switches Pyra to go for a kill, and then DM just plays retreating with Mythra until Myles says, okay, well, I'm going to switch off Pyra now because I can't catch you.
And then that's when, DM can switch or just burst him down.
Yeah, exactly. It's just DM's playing it really smart. He's not really overextending. He's not putting himself in any bad situations. Fine at that one, but great fastball is going to be getting him out of there.
One thing that we see that's separating DM from Myles and other Mythras is he's really comfortable in these conversions. That can be it's hard even for Mythra ones, like landing back air, tilt into bear. DM picks those up almost all the time, and that's what's helping him get the percent differential between the two.
I think the big difference between the two play styles is DM is realizing he's a lot more comfortable converting into the aerial strings off of like forward tilts, off of up tilt. Like he's comfortable staying grounded to like start into those conversions at low percent. What a back air, by the way. Super convincing from DM. Probably going to be just seeing the Yoshi come out game 3.
But he might have to. That was more convincing than the first game.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But it's like DM's just comfortable playing grounded, so it just gives him the option to shield, whereas Myles, it kind of has like the Yoshi disease where he's just kind of like jumping to go in with a lot of his stuff because it's like, it's what he's used to with his main character, and Mythra is already good at it.
Yeah.
But if you're playing the Ditto, and you're playing against a grounded opponent when you're always jumping and they have access to shield and you don't, it's only a matter of time before you lose neutral.
They have access to shield, they have access to tilts, which are usually just a bit
safer, yeah. You can stay in place, yeah. And you have to land on them. So it's just like even worse. Oh, still seeing Pyra Mythra.
I can see it. If he really didn't believe in the Yoshi that game, that could be like, he was like, okay, that game was more information.
DM is toxic. He took his skin? Get out of here, Brent Lee. I hate this. Why did you take his skin? There's just no need.
I was about to say he's off to a better start. And
it's kind of an alpha move almost, but...
And the pairing, you have to effectively reshield versus Mythra unless you want to parry all the hits and then land.
Oh, yeah, that too. Literally, Mythra tilts and Mythra neutral air are just quick time events. I'm convinced. You're playing a choose your own adventure game, except it's not your adventure, it's Mythra's.
Yeah, you're just the NPC.
It's Mythra's adventure the whole entire time, and you can't do anything about it.
We're seeing a lot better pressure this game in the corner from Myles, but DM does get around.
It's so hard to pay attention to which one is which when they change skins like this. I do agree with you. He's playing it so much smarter.
And a little bit slower even. As we're seeing right there, he waited for the ledge option this time instead of throwing in one.
Wow, yeah, great stuff from Myles. Great catch of the forward air. Finally, we're seeing Myles with a stock lead here. We'll see how he plays it. Like we said, Dittos are very, very polarizing, and you have to really have these crazy overextensions if you want to make these sort of comebacks that DM's going to need to.
And one thing that some people, myself included, aren't comfortable with in Dittos is the other player can pick up from what you're doing and instantly apply it. And I think that's what we're seeing from Myles right now, is he's applying some of DM's more back-footed play style.
Oh, 100%. Throwing out the side B here. I don't know how it didn't fully connect, but super huge risk.
Before it goes into the big circle, it's kind of just a line for a hitbox. So sometimes it doesn't fully connect into itself.
Gonna be connecting back air there. Yeah, I feel like Myles is really playing his stock leads a little bit different. Like, he just, like... I feel like he didn't pay too much to holding onto his stock, more as he did, like, trying to get, like, that hit very, like, passively on DM, and it just kind of let DM overextend and hit him for it, rather than, like, have to get through his shield, and then have to go off stage for the ledge trap or edge guard, and then, like, work from there.
One thing that's obnoxious for both Mythras to deal with in a Ditto is they can both...
You're dead.
Wow.
You're dead. Yeah, that's what you get for shielding. Well,
I know it didn't have shield damage.
Hey, and if it didn't shield break, it was like -10.
Yeah.
The future is now.
Everything's got to be safe on Pyra.
Yep.
So now we'll see how much better he can play with a stock deficit, which was also a problem last game.
I think he's doing a good job with Pyra here. It really just comes to catching DM off guard. What the heck? It comes to catching DM
off guard, I guess.
Yeah, catch him off guard once is what I was going to say. Yeah, Myles going for the rip and tear 3 times in a row there. I don't blame him. Oh, so far, but barely not getting it.
DM wary of going off stage deep with Pyra, as that's one of his things, so he wasn't quite falling for it.
Nice catch from Myles there. And wow, bad DI from DM there is going to be costing him that one. Yeah, we'll
Nothing Mythra can't make up, but you have to land.
I really think Myles should just be saying Pyra here. I think whenever he goes Mythra, he's just kind of overextending, and DM's just like realizing that when Myles goes like Mythra, he just wants to throw hitboxes out. So he switches Pyra, waits a little bit, and then catches him for it.
Yeah, there's DM's noticing there's no difference in his attack timing, as you're saying. It's always an attack.
He's moving around a lot more, though. A lot of good run-up and shields and stuff like that. Oh, up
Just
there is
barely
gonna
catching
kill.
it, but-
Yeah, barely caught. I agree. So much time for him to catch that, too. That's absurd. But yeah, DM is gonna be moving on, winning the Ditto. Gonna be moving on to winners finals. Do you know what the other side of winners semis is, or no? Because
Nuggets.
and
Uh,
I